Plato's solid figures that make up the universe. When we light a candle, the flame quietly rises upward. When we pour water into a cup, the water flows to the lowest place on its own. When we hold a stone in our hand, it feels hard, and we can feel its edges. When we look closely, they all seem different, but strangely, they always move in similar ways. Long ago, people observed these things and thought God made them this way. But someone began to think one step further. Then, what is everything in our world made of? Thales said the origin of the world was water. Anaximenes said it was air. Heraclitus saw ever-changing fire as the starting point of all things. Pythagoras, who was fascinated by numbers, said the world itself is made of numbers. The person who brought these scattered ideas together was Empedocles. He presented 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and air. Just as a painter can create many colors with only red, blue, yellow, and white paint, Empedocles explained that all things are created as the 4 elements mix and separate. He believed that the world is not made of a single substance, but of mixtures that constantly combine and divide. But Plato had a slightly different idea. He suggested that what makes up the world may not be the material itself, but the shape the material takes. To Plato, nature was not a complete chaos. Fire behaved like fire, and water like water, and even as they changed into one another, they still followed certain rules. To explain those rules, Plato looked closely at shapes. He searched for the most stable structure, one that does not change no matter where we look. What he chose were regular polyhedra. These are solid figures where every face and edge is the same. Plato connected each of the 4 elements with one regular polyhedron. He linked fire to the sharp regular tetrahedron, air to the light regular octahedron, water to the flexible regular icosahedron, and earth to the solid regular hexahedron. This was not just an idea from his imagination. The regular tetrahedron, regular octahedron, and regular icosahedron are all made of regular triangles. When we change how many triangles fit together, they can become different solid figures. From here, Plato explained how nature changes. Water can become fire, and fire can become air, and air can change into other qualities. But earth does not change easily. The regular hexahedron made of squares cannot be divided into the world of regular triangles. Going further, Plato divided these faces into smaller right triangles. He thought that very simple pieces could connect in different ways to create different materials and qualities. Even with the same water, we can have clear water and muddy water, and even water that seems to hold fire inside. These ideas naturally grow from this structure. But Plato left one last regular polyhedron aside. It is the regular dodecahedron, made of regular pentagons. This solid figure cannot be easily made from combinations of right triangles. So Plato did not match this figure with the 4 elements. Instead, he left it to represent the entire universe. Rather than trying to explain everything, Plato pointed to what cannot be explained only through form. To Plato, regular polyhedra were not simply figure problems. They were a language for understanding why nature exists in this way, and what remains the same even through change. When he said the world is made of numbers, it may not have meant that the world can be calculated, but that the world has structure. Today, when we discover repeating shapes and patterns in nature and notice the order within them, we are still standing on the line of this old question. Nature is still speaking to us, and mathematics may be an old attempt to write down those words in form.